A Lower Valley neighborhood prone to flooding is seeing major improvements to prevent future damage, but the work not exactly putting residents at ease. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kagan Harsha.
And I'm Brianna Pitts. Crews have been working for a year now, putting in sidewalks, fixing the roads, and putting a stormwater drain system to help with flooding at Ramos Court. News Channel 9's Janice Yu spoke with one property owner who tells us after all that, they're still not satisfied. She joins us now with more. Janice, what's the problem here?
Well, Brianna, Kagan, right after we left that area this afternoon, construction crews actually made a few changes. They weren't permanent, but enough to alleviate some of the issues that one property owner was facing. But he says even getting to this point took about a month and a half.
I would love for them to get my property back up to par so that my tenants can live a normal life again.
For the past month and a half, Oscar Costa says his property has looked like this. Almost a foot drop from his property to the newly constructed sidewalk. He also says crews tore up a part of his property without prior notice.
I don't have any access to my driveway, my handicapped driveway. There's a hole between the sidewalk and the entrance of my actual driveway.
To smooth it out, the city says they need to construct on private property throughout the neighborhood.
So what we're going to do is, in any case, when we have to do a little bit of work on a private property, we work with the property owner to make sure that what we're doing works for them and works for the project as well.
Some residents in the area have already allowed crews onto their land. But Acosta, along with some others, say that's not an option. He says when he built the building back in 2002, he followed the code. His property was elevated at least 8 inches and ADA compliant.
I followed all my inspections. I passed them all the first time. I did everything they told me to do. I followed it to a T. All I expect from them is to do the same for me.
But the city says it's all still a work in progress.
The pavement was in very bad shape. There weren't sidewalks, there weren't curbs, there wasn't actually an underground stormwater sewer. So this project was aimed at ultimately fixing all of those long-standing problems and improving the quality of life and visual image of that neighborhood.
Well, the roads have been finished since last month, but city officials say the landscape portion of this project will be completed in September of this year. Reporting live from the News Center, Janice Yu, News Channel 9.
Thanks, Janice.
Well,